Welcome back to section 2. Now we're going to talk about opening and closing sales. So take notes because there's lots to learn. Opening and closing sales. Fundamentally, people buy people first. The product comes second. Your attitude and enthusiasm are probably more important to making sales. First impressions count, so prepare yourself to make that positive first impression. Opening the sale. If people are unaware of your Energetics Wellness jewellery, how are they going to buy it? This is why you must always wear the product and make sure it looks interesting. Obviously, you must have as many displays and presentations as possible. You want to be known as the person who sells jewellery, or the jewellery lady or man. Carry the catalogue at all times. Where the literature goes, the product flows. And remember, talk to people about the business at every opportunity. Closing retail sales. Often, you have to ask for the order. Sometimes the potential customer is embarrassed to ask, how much does it cost or can I buy it? Use the price. That looks beautiful on you and it's only £30. Assume that they want it. Will you be taking that? Use tie-downs. A tie-down statement registers the product's benefit in the mind of the potential customer. Subconsciously, they will agree with you, drawing them closer to the purchase. For example, that necklace would look great with those earrings, wouldn't it? Those crystals really sparkle, don't they? You have to buy some things for yourself sometimes, don't you? Remember, fundamentally, people buy people first. Your attitude and your enthusiasm goes a long way to making that sale. First impressions count, so make it a positive one. Selling benefits. New consultants with no sales experience will need to be aware of the features, advantages, and benefits of the Energetics Wellness collection. Customers will buy for the benefits they receive, and of course the great benefit the magnets can give is a huge selling point. The features, characteristics of the product and many different designs of the jewellery, how they can make it individual to suit themselves, etc. And advantages explains how the feature can be used. Benefits translate the advantages into reasons why they should buy. Explain by relating the benefit to the feature. For example, Energetics Wellness jewellery is not only good for you, which means you can feel energized as each piece has a magnet as part of the design, but it also looks beautiful. Use the term which means to relate the benefit to the feature. So, feature. All jewellery which touches the skin is stainless steel. The advantage, more people can wear the jewellery, which means that, the benefit, there is no uncomfortable skin irritation. Feature, jewellery is inexpensive. Advantage, anyone can afford it, which means that, benefit, it looks glamorous and expensive, feels good, and you can afford to wear more. Feature, each piece of jewellery has a magnet in it. The advantage is they help you feel energized and healthy. The benefit, which means that you can do more things without getting tired. Matching benefits. As you can see, there are many benefits to wearing Energetics Wellness jewellery. As potential customers try on your collection, you should try asking them questions to determine which benefits are going to help them to buy. Ask questions like, have you had magnetic jewellery before? If they have, you could say that's great, so you know the benefits of magnets already then. They help your circulation as well as being very beautiful. Answering concerns. Use what is called the feel, felt, found technique. If someone has a concern, appreciate how they feel. Say you felt the same way too, until you found that. Then tell a story which answers their concern. If you have not had that concern, Use somebody else's story. In this way, you avoid any conflict and immediately put the other person at ease. Now you can hold a conversation on the subject without any objections. Agree. I know how you feel. Confirm the concern. I felt the same way too. Answer the question until I found that, and then confirm the answer was okay. Common concerns. Concern firstly, I only wear the real thing. You can answer, you can mix both together and it looks great. You don't want to take the real thing on holidays, or you don't want to take the real thing to work. Personally, I find I can wear more and it goes together so well, it's difficult to tell what's real and what's not. Retail opportunities. Write down as many names as you can. You will continually think and hear of more people, so constantly update these lists. For example, potential customers, potential party guests, potential local business ideas for retailing, the doctor, solicitor, hairdresser, beautician, restaurant, trade association, and not forgetting our products for animals. Go to the vet, the dog groomers, dog shows, etc. Possible places for a group retail presentation. Hospitals, offices, school staff room, school PTA evening, charity events, craft fairs, country shows, regional colleges, universities, hairdressers, beauty salons, travel agents, building societies, council offices, leisure centres, golf clubs, shopping centres, banks, residential homes, radio stations, and much more. Now we're going to move on to party planning. Now, what is a party? Why do a party? When to do a party? And how to do a party? So this is going to give you all the information that you need to give the most successful party possible. Successful party plan. Step 1 is to book the party. Step 2 is the hostess coaching. Step 3 is the preparation. Step 4 is party time. And step 5 is follow-up. So, what is a party? Years ago, it was found that a party was a far more effective and profitable way of retailing products. Not only were more people exposed to the product at one time, but they were more enthusiastic in buying. Parties are fun, and for many women, a good excuse to attend a social engagement without their partner. So why do a party? It gives you immediate income. You can build your belief in the business and the product does sell. You meet people, gives you a lot more confidence. You will become familiar with the products. You set an example to your team. You can sponsor people, build a customer base, introduction of the business to friends, family. It gives you referrals and offers a captive audience. Why sell to one when you can sell to lots? And they're fun. The best reason for holding a party is that you benefit from the immediate income you can earn. The average party turnover is £400. On 25%, you earn £100. Less the £20 to £25 for the hostess gift equals £80 for about 2 hours work. This is very good money, and the higher up the marketing plan you are, the more money you make for the same effort. Do not think of it as a sales event. It is a process which can earn you thousands of pounds. Yes, thousands. Well, how? From every party you hold, you should book at least another 2 parties. You should also be able to find 2 potential consultants to present the business an opportunity to. So one party could produce at least 14 more parties. Don't forget, you should book each hostess to do at least 1 or more a year. That's 15 parties of £400 equals £6,000. 30 parties per year equals £12,000. Add 2 business presentations for each of the 30 parties is 60 presentations. At an average of 1 recruit per 3 presentations, that gives you 20 distributors. At an average of £1,500 turnover per distributor per annum, you're looking at 30,000 GSV. If you earned an average of 10% of all the turnover, the first party is worth £7,200 in profit. And that doesn't count all the consultants and new consultants you will sponsor. I trust everyone appreciates the importance of running an excellent party, and it is vital you hold one as soon as possible after joining Energetics Wellness. It is therefore a process and not an event. When should you hold a party? Your first one should be held within 2 weeks of joining. You should do 2 every month. They're fun, and do more if possible. If they're not fun, you're doing something wrong. The vast majority of parties are held by women for women. This is not to say that men shouldn't hold them or attend. They should. How to hold a party. Doing parties are a simple process. They work and you can do them. The party process. We use a simple 5-step system for professional parties. Book, hostess coaching, preparation, party time, follow-up. Whether the hostess is a new consultant, a friend or contact, the process is the same. At all times, we will assume that we are partying with assistance. After doing one, you will be able to do these alone, but you must teach others to do it too. Successful party plan. Ensure that the hostess earns her gift or gifts. Set aside the time to conduct your parties. Make a decision how many parties you intend to do each week, and make sure you talk to enough people per week to fill your diary. Make sure you keep a record of all your party hostess details. This will help you to rebook them. Booking parties, your hostess list. Take 2 minutes and write out your friends list. How many people do you think you could invite for an enjoyable couple of hours where they would receive around £20 to £40 worth of beautiful jewellery absolutely free? Go and see your potential hostesses if possible. It is easy to say no over the phone before you've had chance to sell the idea. At their home, smile and be enthusiastic about Energetics Wellness, the products and the people involved. Tell them that you have just got involved in a new business promoting a fabulous range of magnetic jewellery, which they'll absolutely love. And as part of your training on the job, you should book at least 8 parties in your first 4 weeks. Ask if they could invite some friends and neighbours around so that you could share the product with them. Ask for the date. Say, would you be a pal and ask a few friends around for a coffee to look at the jewellery and have some fun trying it on? We'll have a great time, and as my hostess, you'll receive an average of around £20 to £40 to spend on Energetics Wellness jewellery of your choice. How about next Wednesday? Would you prefer 7:30 or 8 p.m? Hint: coffee mornings work better for some people. Usually it's then booked. Creative booking. Take your diary with you everywhere and always be on the alert for party hostesses. They pop up in the strangest of places. Remember, they probably don't know about Energetics Wellness parties, and they might just love to do one. Now we're moving forward to hostess coaching. This is a very important point, because the more your hostess knows what you need her to do, the more successful your party will be. So take notes here. Hostess coaching. Poor hostess coaching means infrequent parties or no parties. If she's worth booking, she's worth coaching. How to coach. This can be done either personally or by telephone. Always remember to try and arrange this in person. The success of the party is determined by how well you coach the hostess. The hostess will need from you 5 or more catalogues, 5 Power of Magnets books, and a reminder email telling them a summary of what they should do. The hostess responsibilities. Before you arrive, discuss with your hostess what you want her to do for you. She is your assistant for the evening, and it is just as important to her as it is to you that the evening is a success. You want her to do the following on the night: help you to promote energetics wellness, help you to sponsor new consultants, help you to find new hostesses, help you to sell the jewelry, help you to provide a fun and memorable evening which her guests will want to repeat. The coaching checklist. Go through the catalogue with her and find out what she would like, and then explain that she can receive a free gift for holding the party. She will receive 10% of the party total, minimum takings of £100, in free products of her own choice. Also ask and find out if she may be looking at energetics wellness as an opportunity. She may be looking to have a social time with friends. She may even be looking for gifts for friends. Now explain the format of the evening. Tell her you will arrive 1 hour in advance to arrange the display and check that everything is okay. Run through what will happen and when. What your and her responsibilities are. If you're in her home, locate the dining room table for the display and, if possible, show the jewellery video on hers or your laptop. If you are not at her home, ensure that she is aware of the setup. Also check the lighting and music to create the right atmosphere. Explain the method of payment for products taken on the night and for orders. Explain refreshments. Stress that these should be kept quite simple. Coffee, tea and biscuits are all that are required, or maybe some wine and a few nibbles. It will be quite difficult to book further parties if the person has laid on masses of food and drink. You also want her to enjoy herself, so you can book her again. Stress that the refreshments should be prepared beforehand and kept separately from the jewellery display to avoid any accidents. Children and dogs. Make sure children are either in bed or occupied in another room. Ask that animals be put in another area of the flat or the house. The hostess guest list. Help her write this list, perhaps from her mobile phone or email contacts, etc. Aim for 25 to 30 names, explaining that not all will attend. Ask if anyone new has recently moved into the neighbourhood. They are likely to come as a way of meeting new people. Explain to her that any of her guests can bring a friend if they wish. People are more likely to come with 2 or 3 friends than on their own. Explain that it is best that she speaks to each person or texts or emails them. Ask if any of her friends like having parties. And ask if any of her friends want to earn some extra money. If they do, find out who they are and tell her they can be sponsored into her team if she joins. Would she like to earn some extra money? The hostess is often the easiest person to have join your team. Pre-orders. If any of her friends can't attend the party, they can order from the catalogue and any pre-party sales will be added to her total. You might need to re-explain the incentives to her again. Leave her 5 or so catalogues. Then ask her to leave them overnight with the people who are unable to attend. You will need names, email addresses and telephone numbers for your records. They can go on your customer record file so you can call them later. If you arrive to do a party and your hostess has already collected £80 to £100 worth of orders, it can make a massive difference towards the total and your earnings. Telephone coaching. Coach her to do the following: to tell her friends that the invitations are very special and there are limited numbers, to give specific start and finish times, to send the invitations at least 7 days before the party and no more than 3 weeks. On the morning of the party, telephone your guests to ensure that they are attending, and if not, you can let them have a catalogue. If the hostess is a new consultant, organise the jewellery with her and find out how much stock she has and how much the sponsor can bring with them. If you are borrowing the jewellery, ensure that you give your upline enough notice so to avoid disappointment, 7 to 10 days minimum. Order catalogues, leaflets and the Power of Magnets books Go through the party checklist and decide who is going to provide each item. Preparation. 2 days before the party, phone the hostess to confirm how many people are coming, and if necessary, gently coach her into inviting more people, asking guests that are already confirmed to bring a friend, and telephone and confirm those invited yet not confirmed. On the day of the party, check the Energetics Wellness stock in your partner back office to find out if there are any lines out of stock. Check display material is clean and tidy. Price the jewellery. List the stock and run through the party checklist. Check able labels on catalogues, receipt pads and pens. Gosh, there's an awful lot to take in, isn't there? A lot of information. But it's good to be prepared. So take your time, go back over it again, make sure everything's organised. And in the next section, we're actually going to get to the best bit, which is party time.